Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Before I begin, like the video, put on your notification to know when my next video uploads. And if you like the video, come down in the comments section. Also, I'm gonna need y'all to subscribe too, okay? Don't forget to subscribe, y'all. Hey everybody, welcome to my review of Growing Up Hip Hop. Said is of my opinion and for entertainment purposes only. We opened up with Sam and Egypt. They're at the house. Sam is working on a song at his new house, I guess in their garage basement, I don't know. Egypt talks about going on tour. Sam wants to go on tour, but he can't go because he got this court case pending. Egypt really wants Sam to come. She says she feels like they're a team when they're together. Sam told her to go rest and do her best because Egypt is worried about doing too much with her being pregnant. Egypt wished Sam could come and take care of her because she know that he will order her food and make sure she's good. Listen, I'm gonna tell you this. Pepper made sure he wasn't included in this tour thing because she ain't want Sam to come and mess nothing up. If you watched the previous episode, he was a very sporadic individual. So Pepper knew what she was doing. She knew exactly what she was doing. So Sam says, you go out there and do your best. And he said, do what you got to do just in case when I come home, I could come out to something nice. Like, wow. So she works her ass off and make things happen. Things get popping. You get to go to jail and live off her riches. That's how I'm taking it. That's some bullshit. So Egypt said, what are you going to do while I'm gone? He was like, he's going to work on a food truck. And he going to come up with the iconic hip-hop snow cones. And he says that Pep is helping him with that. I don't even know how to feel about that. But if Pep want to keep investing in this man because he's her daughter's wife, I guess, I don't know. I wouldn't, but because he got to find his way as a man, as Tretch told him. Okay? So Eric and JoJo meet up. Eric is in the booth rapping. JoJo is working on an album called The Legacy. He says since Eric and him come from a legacy, he wanted to include people on the album so they could talk about their stories, right? JoJo said he likes being behind the scenes in the business, but he's thinking about, getting on the track because he got a lot of things to say. In walks Lazy Bone. He listens to JoJo track, said that he's writing from the heart and gave him the chills. I just side note, why Eric Pants is almost down to his knees and he's sitting down in the chair. But anyway, Lazy Bone tells the guys about the 50th hip hop anniversary show and that, it's going to be Bone Thugs and Harmony, Tretch Group. I forgot the name of it right now. It escapes me. And, they want to include the youngins, right? He didn't say it like that, but I'm saying it like that. So JoJo said he'll only do it if Eric finishes his tracks or whatever. And so he could be on the show. So they get to talking about the beach party and how Shakoya was very upset that Lazy was dealing with her moms. Lazy feels away because he was Shakoya's mentor and he really don't want her and her mom to be in a situation where they're not talking and things are not right. So he says that he needs to talk to her. So Eric and JoJo meet up at a gambling spot that Eric frequents a lot. Eric said he is stressed and gambling is his stress reliever from his businesses, his wife and kids. I said in my head, I wonder if there's going to be a gambling PSA at the end of this show. Because he seemed like he always up in this gambling spot, okay? Eric feels a man should have a getaway. JoJo said Tanise and her issues with her dad is kind of coming in between their relationship, which I don't see why. But anyway, he said he has no relationship with Tanise's father and he don't even know why. And he wants to know what to do so he can get a relationship. I mean, he's a good dude and the father should understand that. Again, as I mentioned in my last review, I feel like the storyline was for Tanise to, address some issues with her father on TV. And I feel like he was with it at first until he got in front of them cameras. So it sounded all good, but once he got in them cameras, he wasn't feeling it. So we're at Sequoia's house. She's looking through old pictures of her and her father, JoJo Haley from Jodeci. She gets on the phone with him, and they both talk about how her mom, Tiny, is changing. Sequoia says she don't know how to deal with her mom, and she feels like she's caught in the middle of both of them. Sequoia don't agree with her mom leaving JoJo. JoJo said he is hurt by his mom, her mom Tiny, moving out, and JoJo tells her she's too young to be worrying or moping about the things that are going on with them and things that are out of her control. And I agree. Don't feel like you're in the middle. Those are grown people making decisions, okay? So Pep and Egypt are on a tour bus in Orlando. Pep is telling her how she has to prep for tour, get ready for rehearsal. Egypt says she's getting nervous before the show. Pep is worried about her on the road because she's pregnant, but Pep says she did it. She held it down with both her kids, so she gonna be all right. Egypt says she feels her sound check did not go well. Pepper wants to get the pow pow sound out of her track, so they end up calling Sam, and Sam sends them another track. Egypt is panicking, Pep is panicking because they don't want nothing with the pow pow sound in their show. So the engineers come up with a way to get that out of the pow pow sound out of Egypt. Egypt is getting ready for her performance. Pep gives her a pep talk, you know. Um, Egypt performance went well. She thanks Pep for giving her this opportunity and giving her mother all the praises. And Pep was like, cool, let me go get dressed and then you can praise me some more. I feel like that was a cute scene. I'm glad Egypt was able to live out her dreams with her mom. And to be honest, Egypt didn't sound that bad, to be honest. So maybe there is a future in this for her. Eric picks up the kids from school. He's trying to take a phone call, and the kids is acting up, which is what kids do. He gets home. We have Aaliyah in the confessional saying that Eric is a good father, but he is never home. Eric is trying to get the hell up out the house as soon as he stepped in, and his wife wants him to answer the phone when she calls. Like, I don't know why women do that. Like, so you stay in the house with the kids, he get to go and do what he want to do. Did he even come home? Like, what kind of life is that to live? Or are y'all at a point where you don't even care if he come home, but you want him to answer your phone when he needs to answer your phone? Like, what kind of relationship is that? You got all them kids up in there. You need help, girl. So I'm assuming we're going to see their relationship woes play out on this season. Because last few seasons, they just been the bone collector couple, I call them. So I guess we're going to see their issues play out this season. So Sequoia's mom, Tiny, invites her over so that she can have a talk with Sequoia. So Sequoia walks in there with a serious attitude. Okay. So Tiny lets Sequoia know that 2 years ago she moved out of the house and she has grown fond of Lazy Bone. Sequoia is mad at her mom for not taking care of the management business. She feels like her mom was not answering the phone, and she says she might have to find new management. And her mom was like, really? Her mom kind of got pissed off about that. She said she told her mom, you mixing business with pleasure, and her mother feels like that's disrespectful. Tiny calls her a little girl because Sequoia feels like her mom is not divorced. She shouldn't be dating anybody. Although she's separated from her dad for 2 years. Like, for me, once I leave you, that's it. I'm in the process of working on my divorce. I know biblically it ain't right, but everybody do it. I've seen it, been witness to it. So, but anyway, Sequoia feels like her mom shouldn't be dating a rapper. And her mother was like, what? So Sequoia was like, you know what rappers do? He ain't gonna do nothing but break your heart. She was pissing her mother off. So Sequoia's walking on her mother's house. Her mother follows behind her. And Sequoia's really pissed because her mom is calling her childish. Her mom is pissed because Sequoia's saying you shouldn't be dating a rapper. Her mom was like, I'm grown. I can do what I want to do. In my opinion, I feel like Sequoia has an issue that her mom is dating Lazy because he was her mentor. You know, they had a business relationship, and with her mom dating him, it could mess things up. That's just my opinion, and I kind of agree. And then for her mom to keep it a secret, I don't know why her mother kept it a secret if she grown and doing what she do. You got a whole grown daughter. Sequoia ain't 12. She a grown woman with a child too. And the way supposedly y'all used to be so tight. Why you felt like you couldn't tell your daughter you was dating Lazy Bone? Is it because you was mixing business with pleasure? So Shakoria tells her mother she's moving real risky. Tiny was pissed off, and she told her she's gonna regret talking to her like that. In the end, you see Tiny crying, but I feel like Tiny was crying because she felt disrespected by her daughter talking to her like that. And I get that. It is a respect thing. And I also feel like, y'all had a relationship before where y'all could talk about anything. What changed? It's because you're dating Lazy Bone? But I guess we'll see that play out as well. So that was the end of the episode. Thanks, guys, for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Come down in the comment section if you want to talk about this episode. To me, this whole show is moving kind of slow. So we'll see where it goes from there. All right, guys. Peace.